beloved Creator is worthy to be praised. He is the greatest. I call upon our beloved Creator of heaven and earth and all that is in between to give me clear, concise, divine guidance that serves His highest good. It is so. We are now vibrating at the frequency of absolute conscious awareness. It is so. The first card I got today is honesty is the highest form of love. It's not the easiest thing to do, but it leads to true love for yourself, for Creator, and for others. Almost like no pain, no gain. Our beloved Creator, what do you have to say? Our path is for us because He knows the why. We did what we did. Intention is everything. Our beloved Creator is most merciful, most forgiving. Before you even did a thing, He knew that was a possibility in the quantum realm. There was light and dark, divine knowledge. However, He had a plan in place. The only exceptions were you will not deny Him and you won't engage in witchcraft. As for all those other atrocities, when you are able to be honest with Him and say, well, I did this, I did that, I could have done better here. When you engage at that level of truth, then this will be more true for you than ever before. And that is what He wants you to know. However, how can you heal it if you're not acknowledging it? So I think He just wants to reassure you that yes, He does know, but when you open up that dialogue, then the healing begins. You cannot go put bandage where the wound is not. Straight to the living waters. This is the living waters, the throne of our beloved Creator. I'm just let your living waters flow over my soul. You need healing. And even if you caused your own healing, uh, you need to resolve that too. But what you will find after this long, tedious process of knowing thyself is that you have the diamond spirit, that you're made in the image and likeness of the supreme creator of heaven and earth and all that is in between. And that whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve. So I'm not saying continue to make those mistakes. I'm encouraging you to learn from them because then it will be better for you. Because if you know better, you will do better. Our beloved Creator, thank you that you are so kind and gentle and forgiving and merciful with us. Because some things we even did consciously. And when we played with fire, we got burnt. Then we go back to Him and ask Him to heal us. That's why divine knowledge without Him is empty. Fork-tongued devil. Don't lie to yourself. Now, um, the process of healing that involves being honest with yourself also implies that don't lie to yourself. I said something like maybe you even caused your own harm, right? But the more honest you can be, because our Creator knows already, right? But the more honest you can be with yourself, the quicker you will heal. This is fooling yourself. And immediately we can see the contrast. Our beloved Creator is healing, and lying to yourself digs your hole deeper. Now, how can you love yourself if you are deluding yourself? And my point earlier was that as you go through the truth of yourself, the good, the bad, whatever, you will come to love yourself. That's what's hidden beneath this analysis. And yet, in the old world, everyone kept on reminding you for things that happened like so long ago, but not our beloved Creator. Our beloved Creator, which gratitude affirmation? I am grateful now that I am kind and graceful. Now this level comes from having experienced some dark divine knowledge. You know when the shoe is on the other foot. So you are a person who learns from your mistakes or your faults or your flaws. That's why you can be kind to yourself, graceful with yourself as well as others. Thank you, Bon. We weren't taught to be kind to ourselves. We weren't taught to be honest with ourselves. We were taught to sweep this under the rug and stick that in the closet, hence the dysfunctional growth pattern. Male. Um, you can easily discern the spirit. When someone refuses to be kind and graceful, then you know they have a long way to go. Because you go from male to man. And to be man means that you are in command of yourself and you are first to be kind and you first to be graceful. Even for men, it's not a attribute of a female, it's an attribute of a divine being. That's why this is called the throne of grace. Oh, beloved Creator, we truly are in your school. Almost like we're getting our common uppance, right? We must take full accountability and responsibility for the good and the bad. This is now without judgment, it is with the intention to learn and then see where we went right, where we went wrong, and decide what we want in its place. It's all about decision making. So I feel this a maturing process because I've like on the series, the TV series I watch, and when they go to like AA classes, the person has to admit what their problem is first before they can get the healing. So I think you will overcome this denial, which is good. The Creator's not judging you for that. He's not judging you for that. He's saying, okay, you have to be brave and courageous. But that first step is so hard. But as soon as you take the first step, our Creator takes the next 1,000 steps and gets you across that bridge. It's more other people's opinion of you, that faulty conditioning, because you feel you have an image to uphold, but you are 24/7 in the presence of our beloved Creator. So, patience. JK, KJ, KJA, Jack. I'm feeling Jack of all trades, master of some. You see, we are a work in progress. I'm going to take the K. We are a work in progress. So there was trial and error. And on the path, we get to the point where we say, okay, now we had enough of that now. We can work on these strengths, we can let those weaknesses go. It's all about discerning. It's all about being happy with yourself. But to get to this level, you can't be shaming and guilting yourself for things that you have mastered. You can say, okay, so I was a jerk once, but now I'm a G. It's about being happy and about being satisfied with who you are. Now, if our beloved Creator is perfect and you have His diamond spirit, then you too are perfect. Though you are a work in progress, like a seed is already that flower. It just has to grow into that flower. So, a lot of in the old world, a lot of people wanted to define who you are, who you must be, what you need to do, by when you need to do it, with who you need to do it. But they didn't even have their lives together. That's why we only take advice from our beloved Creator. Praying and meditating is important. And even if you did something that you consider unforgivable and that others will too, but you take that to pray with our Creator, He will help you find a resolution. So He removes that internal anxiety and conflict because it has to be replaced with peace. And wherever you are, their beloved Creator's throne is. That's just how it is. Where Spirit is the throne. Fortunately for me, I get to see all this. I always win, and so do others. This is part of being honest with yourself. You get to a point of self mastery where it becomes natural for you um, to lead by example. And whatever actions you take, it seems to serve you and others, and it doesn't cause harm. So that is what you call a winner's mindset because there's no competition. Each seed has its purpose to fulfill. And when others see you, wow, I said you're already a masterpiece. When others see you uh, growing, and then you inspire them to grow too, without even saying a word. So that's the best kind of leadership. It's making me think how Creator is grooming you. Keep it moving. Your time is precious. Don't beat yourself up for things that you did in ignorance or even willfully. Because now that you see, well, the stuff is real, now you know better, so you'll do better. I'm also starting to see the violet hue. Can you see? Somewhere. Okay, it just appears when it appears. Attention. You have to be in full control of your attention. Thoughts create things. So don't let anyone sidetrack you on your growth. No one ever had it right on the first try. I'm going to keep this card. In other words, don't let anything get you down. Be honest with yourself. Love yourself correctly. Forgive yourself for your shortcomings. And when you can do that, then you can forgive others. And in that way, you have the winner's mindset. You don't get stuck there on things that you have repented for, asked forgiveness, or overcome, or combated. You can't live like that. This is the point. Creator didn't bring us to the material plane to be miserable. He brought us here to be happy, satisfied, and to be abundant. Because look at Earth. Earth is abundant. It was just seriously mismanaged by the dark forces pre-ascension. However, that is dealt with. Our beloved Creator, wow, appreciate. The first thing I'm thinking is, even if your path was negative, right? Appreciate that path because that brought you wisdom. And you made amends with that Creator. Sometimes you fall off, you just get back on you pray. Because the ancestors are also rooting for you. They want you to be the best, the greatest, the grandest version of the grandest vision our beloved Creator ever held of you, irrespective of your shortcomings. Because our beloved Creator is most merciful, most forgiving. He is also loyal. So now is the time for you to be loyal to Him. Although He will never impose Himself on you, because the love does not go where it's not welcome. Our beloved Creator, You deserve the best. Now, our Creator is the best. He's here, the throne is here, and it's all for you. Whatever you experience, for good or bad, was a learning curve. The best thing you can do is learn from the errors of your ways, work on your skills and your competencies, and appreciate the life you have and the happiness you want for yourself, you want for others too. This is your mindset because you have an abundant mindset. You know you're not competing, you're completing. There's enough for everyone because our beloved Creator is infinite abundance. So He's the best, so you are the best. So do your best. I'm not here to tell you what to do, how to live your life. I'm just here to channel a message from our beloved Creator to you. In other words, He gave you a clean slate, but He's also encouraging you to take a full accountability and responsibility for your energy. Because when you master self control, then you serve yourself and others happily and joyfully and abundantly. That's what life comes down to. It wasn't about the top of that ladder and that ladder and that ladder. It was about living. Our beloved Creator, what do you say? You see, the I, it's a Creator speaking with you. Our beloved Creator, thank you. You are the best of the best of the best, and we appreciate you. And sometimes when we don't, we working on appreciating you more. Because growth is a process. And our beloved Creator has a lot of patience with us. When I look at all the cosmic events that transpired over the past year, I can see how much patience He had with the wicked. I'm like, wow, we couldn't have that patience that our Creator has. But then I thought, how much more does He have? How much more patience does He have with us than with Him? Everyone can master mathematics. Whatever you put your mind to, you can do. We all have this diamond spirit. This is what unifies us as a divine brotherhood of man. It's our beloved Creator spirit. If you think it, and you can be it. Now they want you to work out to do the math on yourself. Start adding and subtracting, multiplying and dividing. And then you'll have a realistic perspective of yourself. Begin here. Begin here knowing that you deserve the best. You are appreciated. And that our beloved Creator is for your growth. He gave you the environment, the water, the sun, the air, the earth to grow. You just need to know uh, what you desire. And how you know this is you follow your soul's nudging and your heart's nudging. You just like the thing. It's a natural affinity for it. Others will say, you now have to be this or that. It's not true. You know what you are meant to be. Out of earth, you are a very diligent person. You are a very practical, hardworking person. There's nothing idle about you. And what you put your attention to, you master that. You're mastering your craft. The challenge is wondering where you belong. You're working for all of this and that. You might have a house, but you now desire to have a home. And that means you've overcome a lot of your toxic ways now because evolution is real. Maturity is real. Growing in your divinity is real. So you're ready now to change your home life. And when you do that, you're also going to positively impact the global home life. I think that you are a person with a lot of uh, power and authority in some field, and your impact is large. The way you feel, you your energy is renewed because our beloved Creator is unburdening you from old things, right? And you fired up again. You feel ready to take action. And that is good. Even if you are 80, everything happens in divine timing. Our beloved Creator, you've overcome a lot of your shortcomings and weaknesses. Say, for example, if you were an alcoholic, now you drink sociably. If, for example, you were previously involved in corruption, now you're not, no, 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 no. Like that. Whatever it is, whatever it is, you just didn't forgive those who denied him and those who used witchcraft. And those who repented of that is saved, he brought them to merciful for the third ascension. In the recent past, you discovered that the very road you walked is to serve your purpose. Now, our beloved Creator uses ordinary people to do extraordinary things, and not one of us uh, were perfect on the material plane. Here at the throne, we're perfect, all of that, the ancestors are perfect, but here we get a lot of dichotomy. But it is those very things that will now be used in a new way. Your very skills that was once used for harm is now used to serve. Creator takes all the wrongs and makes it right. That's just his nature. He doesn't justify what you've done. But because you've changed, because you chose to grow, how can he remember that? Because when he forgives, when he forgets, we can learn something from it. What to expect, he will play a great role in firmly establishing the divine brotherhood of man. You'll know what we mustn't do again. And you actually like it because that old way was bothering your conscience, but you kind of had to go along with it, right? Because that was the status quo at the time. But it's different now. Wow, what can I say? Bold of earth, you're here to do great things. Our Creator's taking all your nonsense and making it greatness. So he doesn't want you to hang on to the guilt and the shame and the whatever. You learned the lesson, right? You won't do that again. You are no longer destructive. You are now constructive. You are now, when you win, others win. So whatever you're building will serve you and the divine brotherhood of man. That's why our Creator lets us experience divine knowledge. And then he takes that and uses it to serve his children. He said, yeah, look at A, B, or C. They did this, they did that, and now they're doing this. Your life is a testimony. Our Creator uses you. And then those who anointed and appointed themselves didn't even uh, make it here. He doesn't take kindly to anyone who intentionally misled his children. Very possessive and protective over you. But if his children made the mistake, then it's different. It's called divine favor. Not condoning it, because you know that, right? Around you, there is a very creative person that is inspiring you to stabilize and ground in this way, to let go of the burdens of the past and keep your attention focused on the goals and plans and hopes and dreams and desires that your soul is um, communicating with you. I'm feeling your intuition has heightened. Because you are here to do a great thing. And our Creator doesn't want you bogged down by yesterday. He wants you to enjoy it. Because a guilty conscience is a heavy burden. Our beloved Creator, this is quite a lot. What you're hoping for is to leave a legacy, like you were here to build for the divine brotherhood of man, and whatever you are bringing to the divine will be here long after you leave. And when you return, because we have the gift of immortality, our Creator's diamond spirit is immortal. Then we just cross the material plane back to the throne, the living waters, and then if necessary, we come back to the material plane, and you will come and enjoy. You will enjoy what you have built now and in the future. Because it's like that. Everything of our beloved Creator is purposeful. So if you create these types of legacies, then you and yours enjoy it for all eternity. I'm still working out about, are we still under constant judgment, waiting for ascension, this and that? Are they more in the future? But no, they are not. We ascended to the sapphire dome of our beloved Creator. He separated us from the dark spirits, and we rose. That is why all the veils have been removed, and now the truth is here. You know that He is real, and you know what cosmic law is. You know right from wrong, and you also have the self-love and self-control and the honesty now to act from your spirit and not from what society previously expected you to do. In the outcome, in the outcome, what you are producing or creating, this legacy you are leaving, it will be very nurturing for the divine brotherhood of man. It is a place of comfort and creativity. For example, so you have a school of skills like, what's that, artisan skills, right? Within that, there will be legacy because you will be training many others, for example. So your legacy will live on in many. It's that level of creativity, and it will definitely serve the divine brotherhood of man, because the work must go back into the man's hands, because we are here to develop skills and competencies. We are not here to put the work in the hands of everything must be taken away from us. No, we are here to create. That's what we're here to do. And the work you do will ensure that that is always retained. Because robots cannot replace everything. That's why the quality of almost everything pre-ascension was completely diluted, and it left uneven gaps in the socio-economic structure of the divine brotherhood of man, and you bringing that balance back. So that is a very important role to play. But because of the work you've done on yourself, irrespective of your past, our beloved Creator is entrusting you with this. And that is because you don't lie to yourself. You got to the point of where, right, this is me, I comprise of X, Y, and Z. I'll let go of this and I'll work on that. That is what it takes to be in His presence, to be a realist. And it's through the work you do. Because the Eight of Pentacles is there. Wow. It's the work you do because you have a vision. Now these visions we get from our beloved Creator. We cannot actually take credit for our creativity. He gives us the dreams, the visions, the thoughts. It all comes from Him. and He shared it with you. So if you've been feeling you've got a calling on your life, you need to teach people this or that. Follow that. In the challenges, you may have a house, but you want a home now. But that means you had to change your player ways. You had to now stabilize ground. You couldn't follow um, the stereotype of the past. Actually, you have to mature now. Our beloved Creator, why is a soldier on fire in the conscious mind? Isn't this just great? In the conscious mind, you deserve the best, only the best for you. So now, finally, you understand what the best is, and you can see that you are the best of the best of the best because our beloved Creator chose you, and now that is exactly what you will be giving. That's where this mindset comes from. You'll give exactly what you are, and in a fun, lively, energetic way. There's nothing slow about you. Uh, Kindness, it's the second time, right? Maybe before this level of growth, you could have been self absorbed, selfish, greedy, scarcity mentality because of the dysfunctional conditioning, but you've overcome that now because you can recognize our Creator Spirit in everyone. That is a major milestone. To break that level of conditioning takes intense honesty with yourself because you have to overcome so much stereotypes and prejudice. But what can I say? Good. How can I create a wise divine destiny in the recent past? Because you have a heart of gold. It was your destiny to tap into your heart chakra, and the cosmos is very proud of you. That's why you have this caliber of person in your environment to groom you to your next level. Heart of gold. Our Creator only uses the best of the best of the best to guide His children. Yes? Can you argue with that? You have a great purpose here. So, and it's because you walked a very challenging path, but you were not. You took full accountability for all your bullshit, and it's paying off in spades for you. Our beloved Creator, I'm excited for you. Our beloved Creator. Now you think like, wow, did you really think like that before? But, but that's growth. Our beloved Creator, that's growth. Everything you do is blessed. Everything. And that's because you are honest with yourself. Can I say you were just all of that. Whatever this person is sharing with you is exactly what you need to hear. I can see that you really access the deepest parts of yourself when you would reevaluating yourself. Now you see, I said earlier, man, when we're honest about our shortcomings and our strengths and whatever, that is the very thing that brings us to love, to self-acceptance. What I would have deterred you from pursuing is the bridge or the doorway. Our beloved Creator, now to be on this path is a very select few. I've counted 844 in this auditorium. Of all of mankind, You are one of them. And you're hoping that to establish yourself firmly, stably, practically, and over a long time. You were thinking about this today. What is it that you can contribute to the divine brotherhood of man? And it's your creativity. Even if you are masculine. Because what you're bringing, like I said, is like as though you're going to share your skills, practical skills, like artisan skills. Oh, let's see. Finish what you start vibing high. Finishing school. You're going to give people the opportunity to finish their practical skills so that they can either start their own businesses or be gainfully employed. But you're doing it in a nurturing, loving way. Even if you're the big boss, you recognize the people you are helping as your brothers and your sisters. Now that is a victory. That means, irrespective of the race, the religion, the age, the gender, and the nationality, and our beloved Creator is proud of you. What can I say? I'm also proud of you. It's very exciting. I send you more divine favor, blessings, and protection because you play such an important role here. You will help many of the divine brotherhood of man grow and excel in practical skills, and that is much needed. Our beloved Creator, oh God, you are worthy to be praised. Thank you that you are for us. You are the greatest. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Namaste. Thank you for watching.